Have you ever stopped to think that money, this currency so present in our lives, is actually a form of spiritual energy? Imagine for a moment that everything around you is a vibrant flow, where every bill you touch is imbued with intentions and emotions. Now, visualize how this energy can be shaped by your thoughts and beliefs. What happens when you deeply connect with this idea? How can this transform your relationship with abundance? Every time you receive or invest, you are exchanging more than just numbers. You are interacting with an invisible force that permeates the universe. Have you ever felt the vibration of a purchase that brought joy, or the tension of a payment that seemed to weigh on your pocket? These experiences can reveal a lot about how you relate to the flow of money. What if, instead of seeing it as a mere resource, you began to view it as a channel of energy? How could this shift in perspective impact your life? Get ready to explore this new reality, where spirituality and abundance intertwine, creating a powerful cycle of prosperity. Stay tuned, because what comes next could change everything and open up new horizons for you. When we talk about money, it's common to think of it only as a means of exchange, something we use to acquire goods and services. However, there is a deeper perspective that sees money as a manifestation of spiritual energy. This idea suggests that behind financial transactions, there is an energy flow that connects people. Money, in this sense, is not just a bill or a coin. It is a representation of intentions, values, and even love. Every time we exchange money, we are, in a way, exchanging energy. Pay close attention to this video, as the information that will be shared with you now can change your relationship with money forever. This vision leads us to reflect on how our attitudes and feelings towards money can influence this energetic flow. When we use or receive money with gratitude, for example, we are amplifying this energy. The act of giving and receiving is not just transactional. It is an energetic interaction that can enrich our lives and the lives of others. This exchange can create a positive cycle where energy flows freely, promoting deeper connections. Thinking of money as spiritual energy also helps us question our limiting beliefs about it. Often, we grow up hearing that money is synonymous with problems, greed, or even corruption. This mindset can block the flow of energy that we desire in our lives. By reconfiguring this idea, we begin to see money as a tool that can serve the greater good, facilitating not only our needs, but also contributing to collective well-being. At its core, this vision invites a broader reflection on what we truly value. If we understand that money is an extension of our energy, we can start to ponder how we use this energy. Are we investing in something that truly resonates with our values and desires? Or are we just following a pattern imposed by society? This awareness can lead to a healthier and more balanced relationship with money. By considering money as a form of spiritual energy, we are encouraged to act more intentionally. This approach can help us be more generous, not just with our money, but also with our energy and time. By cultivating an abundance mindset, we open doors to new opportunities and experiences that enrich our lives and those around us. The hustle culture, so exalted these days, can be a dangerous path, leading many to believe that the only way to achieve wealth is through relentless work. However, this mentality comes at a high cost, often resulting in burnout, chronic stress, and a constant sense of scarcity. Instead of getting closer to prosperity, those who adopt this tactic end up pushing away true abundance, which is not measured solely in hours worked, but in quality of life and inner harmony. In the relentless pursuit of success, many find themselves trapped in an endless routine where work dominates every aspect of life. However, it's important to remember that money, as a form of spiritual energy, does not respond well to stress and exhaustion. Instead, it naturally flows to those who know how to balance effort with rest, action with reflection. By stepping away from the glorification of relentless work, you create space for a flow mentality, where opportunities arise effortlessly as a result of a fine-tuned alignment with the universe. Think of nature, where everything has its time and rhythm. Trees don't force their growth, they simply follow the flow of the seasons. Similarly, a life tuned to abundance doesn't need to be rushed or full of sacrifices. Those who allow themselves to slow down, trust in divine timing, and act with intention end up discovering that success can be achieved without the need for burnout. This approach not only preserves health and well-being, but also creates an energetic field conducive to money flow. True wealth is not found in accumulating hours of work, but in the ability to live in harmony with one's own values and needs. Hustle culture teaches sacrificing the present for an uncertain future, but an abundance mindset invites us to fully live in the now, trusting that the universe will bring what is needed at the right moment. By abandoning the endless hustle race, you pave the way for a life where money flows more naturally. The flow mindset is like knowing the right moment to act and the moment to let things run their course. Instead of trying to control everything, a person learns to recognize when it's time to take a step and when it's better to wait for things to settle naturally. This doesn't mean standing still, but rather understanding that not everything needs to be forced. When you open yourself up to this kind of thinking, opportunities start to appear more smoothly, almost as if life is adjusting to make the path easier. Many people think they need to be in total control for things to go right. But in reality, the more you try to control every detail, the more stressful life becomes. When you learn to relax a bit and let go of the obsession with control, it's surprising how things start to flow better. This allows you to make important decisions, especially about money, with more clarity and less pressure, which naturally leads to better and more consistent results. Think of a river flowing down a mountain, diverting around rocks and following its course. Those who adopt the flow mindset live in this way, learning to handle obstacles without panic. Instead of wearing themselves out trying to force everything, they understand that sometimes the best choice is to let things unfold on their own. This way, progress comes more naturally, with less resistance, like a river finding its path. In the end, living in flow means being attentive to what's happening around you and knowing how to seize the opportunities that arise. It's a way of living more lightly, without so much struggle, where money and other good things appear as a result of well-made choices and at the right time. When you adopt this mindset, you realize that life can be simpler, and that, often, what you need is within reach, without needing to overcomplicate things. Adopting an abundance mindset means seeing the world with different eyes. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, the person starts to see the numerous possibilities around them. It's like opening a window in a dark room and letting the light in, revealing everything that was hidden. When you start practicing this, you realize that life offers much more than you imagined, and that, with the right attitude, money and other forms of prosperity tend to appear naturally. Many people cling to the idea that resources are limited and that for someone to win, someone else has to lose. This scarcity mindset can create an invisible barrier that hinders progress. But when you change this thinking, you begin to understand that the world is full of opportunities waiting to be seized. Simple practices, like keeping a gratitude journal or repeating positive affirmations, help reinforce this mindset, making you more aware of the good things that come up every day. Imagine a person who is always complaining, thinking that nothing ever goes right for them. This kind of thinking creates a vicious cycle where negativity itself ends up pushing opportunities away. On the other hand, those who adopt an abundance mindset realize that by shifting their focus to what they already have that's good, they end up attracting more positive things. It's like planting a seed in fertile soil. With the right care, it grows and multiplies, bringing even more fruits. So, an abundance mindset is more than just positive thinking. It's about creating an internal and external environment that fosters growth and prosperity. When you start applying this in practical life, you realize that prosperity is not something distant, but a natural consequence of a more open and positive outlook. And over time, this new way of thinking reflects in all aspects of your life, making things flow more easily. Trusting in divine timing means accepting that things happen at the right time, even if it doesn't coincide with our immediate plans. Often, we become anxious, waiting for something to happen now, but life has a peculiar way of organizing things. It's like planting a tree. You can water it, take care of it, but it will only bear fruit when it's mature. By learning to trust this timing, you reduce anxiety and start to realize that, in the end, everything fits together as it should. The idea of forcing results just because you want something to happen soon can be frustrating. When we try to rush things, the outcome is usually not what we expected, and this can lead to even more stress. But when you understand that there is a right time for everything, life becomes less complicated. This detachment from total control helps create an environment where things can flow more naturally without so much pressure. This applies to everything, from financial decisions to personal matters. Think about how many times something you wanted so much took a while to happen, but when it finally did, it was at the perfect moment. This is where the concept of divine timing comes in. It's not an excuse for inaction, but an invitation to patience and the trust that good things come to those who know how to wait. And most importantly, this waiting doesn't have to be passive. While the right time doesn't arrive, you can prepare, improve your skills, and create the ideal conditions for when the opportunity appears. Adopting this perspective helps reduce the pressure we often put on ourselves to achieve quick results. Instead of fighting against the clock, you learn to work in harmony with it, knowing that what is yours will find its way to you at the right time. This brings a sense of peace and clarity, allowing you to make more accurate decisions and live more lightly, without the burden of wanting to control everything all the time. The influence of the people around us is more powerful than we imagine. Surrounding yourself with people who share an abundance mindset can make all the difference in your life. Imagine that you are like a sponge, absorbing the energy of those around you. If this energy is positive, you will naturally feel more motivated and confident. But if it is negative, it can end up draining your strength and weakening your ability to see the opportunities life offers. We often underestimate the impact the environment has on our attitudes and thoughts. Being surrounded by people who are always complaining, who only see the bad side of things, can end up contaminating your own worldview. On the other hand, when you choose to connect with those who value growth, learning, and gratitude, these qualities begin to reflect in your life as well. It's like being in a garden where the flowers grow healthy because the soil and climate are favorable. Think about the difference between talking to someone who is always down and someone who always sees the bright side of things. The energy you receive from these encounters can push you forward or pull you down. That's why it's crucial to carefully choose the people who are part of your closest circle. When you surround yourself with positivity, you start to create an energy field that attracts good things, opportunities, and of course, more people who share the same mindset. Surrounding yourself with positivity doesn't mean ignoring problems or living in a bubble, but rather choosing to be around people who lift you up and inspire you to be better. This creates a growth spiral where you and those around you mutually feed off of good energies and perspectives. Over time, this attitude ends up shaping your reality more positively, attracting more prosperity and well-being into your life. Now that you understand the importance of changing your mindset, it's time to talk about concrete actions you can take to attract more financial abundance into your life. The first step is to define your intentions clearly. This means knowing exactly what you want to achieve and why. For example, if your goal is to increase your earnings, Be specific about how much you want to earn and in what time frame. Having this clarity helps direct your energies and identify opportunities that may be around you. Another important action is to create a vision board where you can visualize your goals. This board can include images, words, and phrases that represent your goals and the lifestyle you want to achieve. Place it somewhere you can see it every day, as it will serve as a constant reminder of what you're striving for. Visualizing your goals daily can help you stay focused and motivated, as well as attract the right opportunities for them to come to fruition. Additionally, it is essential to take inspired actions. This means acting based on your intuition and the opportunities that arise, even if they seem small at first. Every step counts, and it is important to start where you are, with what you have. For example, if you want to invest, start with a small amount and learn along the way. The important thing is not to stay still, waiting for the perfect situation to act. The more you move, the more money flows to you. Last but not least, learn to trust your financial intuition. Many times, we have that gut feeling about a decision or investment, but end up ignoring it out of fear or insecurity. Intuition is a powerful tool that can guide you to the best choices. So trust yourself, do your research, but also listen to what your heart is telling you. With these practical steps, you not only attract more money, but also create a life more aligned with your true desires. Now that you know how money can flow into your life as a powerful energy, it's time to put this knowledge into practice and watch the changes happen. But tell me, how do you relate to money today? What did you find most surprising about this perspective? I would love to know how these ideas resonate with you, so share your thoughts and insights in the comments. And of course, if this video made sense to you, if you felt inspired or learned something new, don't forget to show your support. Leave your like. This helps spread this message to more people who, like you, are looking for a new way to connect with prosperity. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time to click the subscribe button. This way, you ensure you won't miss the next videos, where we will continue unraveling the secrets of a more abundant life, aligned with what truly matters.